Welcome students. Today we are going to discuss about lower respiratory tract, the parts and functions of lower respiratory tract and exchange of gases in human beings. Last class we discussed what are the different parts and functions of upper respiratory tract. It includes nasal cavity, pharynx and larynx. Today we are going to discuss about lower respiratory tract. The first part of lower respiratory tract is trachea. The trachea is commonly known as windpipe. It extends from the larynx and branches into the two bronchi. The main function of the trachea is to provide airflow to and from the lungs. Here you can see it is protected with a C-shaped rings of cartilage. The rings of cartilage prevent the air without collapsing. That is, the trachea to prevent it from collapsing when less air is present in it. The next one is bronchi. And as the trachea enters towards the two lungs, it divides to form bronchi. Then the singular is bronchus. The next one is bronchi further divide to form bronchioles. Bronchioles are air passages inside the lungs that branch off like a tree limbs from the bronchi. Then each bronchioles terminates to form a balloon-like structures called alveoli. The bronchioles deliver air to tiny sacs, the balloon-like structures alveoli, where oxygen and carbon dioxide are exchanged. Alveoli are an important part of the respiratory system, and as we see that it's a site where gaseous exchange takes place. Then the entire structures which we discuss now form a bronchial tree, like the larynx, it starts from larynx, trachea, bronchus, bronchioles, and this entire structure is known as bronchial tree. It looks like a tree limbs. Trachea or windpipe extends from larynx to the middle of thoracic, where it divides into bronchi. The right and left primary bronchi. One major branch enters each lung. The right primary bronchus divides into the secondary bronchi, which extends into two lobes of the left lung. The secondary bronchi subdivides into smaller tertiary bronchi and further into still smaller bronchioles. The small terminal bronchioles give off the respiratory bronchioles, which divide into alveolar ducts. This is called bronchial tree. The next is respiratory organ. The main respiratory organs are a pair of lungs, the branching network of bronchi, bronchioles and alveoli comprise the lungs. The lungs are two in number, fill the chest cavity lying on one each side, separated in the middle by heart. Lungs are covered by a double-layered pleura, the pleural fluid in between them. The function of the fluid is to lubricate, permitting the lungs to move freely in the thoracic cavity during breathing. Here, you will get a question. Usually they ask a question here, how our lungs are designed to carry out respiration? The answer already we discussed today. in the previous slides, in human, a pair of lungs are designed in such a way that they are lined up by a thin membrane. The smaller tubes called bronchioles, a balloon-like structure called alveoli, a network of blood capillaries increase the surface area for exchange of gases. Then the breathing mechanism. Before understanding the mechanism of breathing, we should know about two structures present. One is ribs and other one is diaphragm. Your rib cage goes around your lungs to protect them from damage, and also the ribs move when you breathe in and out. The second structure is diaphragm. Diaphragm is a dome-shaped muscle, is located just below the lungs and heart. It contracts continuously as you breathe in and out. The diaphragm is a muscle crucial for breathing. Then when we breathe in and out, the chest goes up and down. This happens when we inhale air, the ribs move upward and outward. Chest becomes bigger. When we exhale carbon dioxide, the ribs move downwards and inwards. So the chest becomes smaller. Lungs are present in the chest cavity. The ribs surround this cavity on the sides. A large muscle called diaphragm forms the floor of the chest cavity. Then what are the changes happened in our chest cavity when we breathe in? When you breathe in, your ribs move out and upwards. You can see in that picture. And your diaphragm, the muscular sheath present below the chest cavity, moves downwards. This causes the chest to become bigger. Then when you exhale air, what happens? What are the changes occur in our chest cavity? When you breathe out, your ribs move in and downwards. This time, your diaphragm moves upward. This causes your chest to become smaller, and the air that has carbon dioxide in it is forced out of your lungs. Like lower classes onwards, you studied this. What happened when during inhalation? What are the changes happens in a respiratory system or in our then during inhalation? What happens in a chest cavity? During inhalation, ribs move out, diaphragm moves down, making the chest cavity bigger. Air then rushes into the lungs and they inflate. During exhalation, ribs move downwards and inwards. Diaphragm moves up. Chest cavity is reduced. Air rushes out of the lungs and the lungs grow smaller. Then, in your textbook, page number 104, last paragraphs, you see how transportation of carbon dioxide and oxygen takes place in our body. Then here we learned that alveoli, a balloon-like structure which is present in the lungs, is a site where gaseous exchange takes place. And as you know that when the body size of animal is large, the diffusion pressure alone cannot take care of oxygen delivery to all parts of the body. So instead, when we inhale air, oxygen-rich air from the alveoli, air diffused towards the blood capillaries or blood vessels. Then from there, a respiratory pigment called hemoglobin take up oxygen from the air in the lungs and carry towards different parts of our body. Here you can see in this diagram, the blood from the lungs blood vessels carry the oxygen rich blood towards heart. Heart is a pumping organ which present in our body. The next topics we will be discussing about the structure and function of heart. Then again heart pumps oxygenated blood to different parts of our body. When the cells use oxygen, respiration takes place and it expels carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is more soluble in water than oxygen. So, it's mostly carbon dioxide mostly transported in the dissolved form in our body. So, blood will carry carbon dioxide towards the respiratory system, and from the blood carbon dioxide diffuse towards alveoli. Through a blood vessel into air sacs, then carbon dioxide mixes with air in your air sac. Then as we exhale air, carbon dioxide is eliminated from our body. Expelled carbon dioxide taken by blood vessels from the body towards heart. Then heart pump this deoxygenated blood or carbon dioxide rich blood towards lungs. Then when it reach to the lungs, carbon dioxide from the blood vessels diffuse towards alveoli. Then along with the exhaled air, it eliminated from our body. Thank you.